You done with Uma? I don't know. I've been watching stuff on the bike again. Superman 3.5 stars. Nicholas Holt doing a damn good Tom Cruise impression. Dream Scenario only half done so far, but I think I'm probably gonna end up giving Dream Scenario. I think it's possible as of right now. I think it's possible I might end up a 2.5. It really, to me, kind of feels like a American Fiction, but worse. But I do. What the freakiest thing for me is that Nicolas Cage looks so much like I think I would look if I just stopped shaving my head in that movie. I think I have the Professor Paul phenotype. If I just stopped shaving my head and grew out my beard and my skullet, I think I would look so much like Nicolas Cage in that movie. Freaky ass Michael Scott psychic terrorist. Know what I'm talking about? I have the joke makes itself here, but that's not going to stop a lot of you. I have an aversion to movies where the main character is just so pathetic that I don't know what it is, but it's like I feel the same way about Dream Scenarios so far that I felt about Joker, where like he was just so comically pathetic that I was like, I know I feel like stupid people are like, he's a bad guy. You don't get it. The point is that he's a bad guy. And I'm like, no, I get it. But like he has not a single vertebrae in his spine, man. Nicolas Cage as Paul in Dream Scenario has no, there's like, the wind is just blowing him over. There's nothing to push him up against. It's like some Marwintown shit, man. The point is that he's normal. He's not normal. The point is that he's pathetic. And I get it, but they keep beating you over the head with it. Isn't he mentally ill? Oh, he's mentally ill. He's literally a minor. Please, he was going through trauma because there was academic dishonesty. Come on. He's literally neurodivergent. Ridiculous. I'm not saying it's hard to watch. You're misquoting me. It's not hard to watch. This isn't Scott's Tots Millennials. It's just annoying. I'm like, they couldn't have given him one bit of personal strength. He couldn't have done something shitty and then been like, it was awesome to do that shitty thing. Instead, he had to be like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this shitty thing? Oh, I refuse to own this shitty thing. Pissing me off. Maybe I'll give it a 1.5. Treatlers find it relatable. Listen, we don't need to get into the generation discourse this early. What do you think of Superman? All my thoughts are on my letterbox. So I wrote an exhaustive review. It says Nicholas Holt is doing a killer Tom Cruise impression. I think it was good. Also think, and this, I don't know if it would have raised it 0.5 star maybe, but I think if I saw it in theaters, I probably would have cried just because it seems like the music was so good. Even on my fucking Shocks bone conductive headphones on the bike, I was like, the music is amazing. On some speakers that were actually designed to like sound good instead of designed to carry dialogue into your bones while you're on a bike. The parents on the farm got me. Okay, I'm just making enemies at this point. That was the one part where I was like, this shit is pissing me off. Because he stops by the farm. Clark and Martha are there, whatever. I forget what the dad's name is. But then their whole point is just that they're completely backwoods, like yokels. We don't know much of what's going on that there in that big city. We're just kind, big-hearted farmers out here. The point is that they do know, and they're still nice and kind. Listen, I have no quarrel with James Gunn. You're going to get me to go, and he's a better filmmaker than I am, and I love Slither, and I like a lot of the other movies. I like Guardians 1. I like James Gunn in general, for the most part. The sentimental stuff, I feel like, if I may say one thing just as a person and not as a member of the media, which is I'm not to begin with, but I don't want you to extrapolate this as like, let's get him. It's like a lot of poo, pow, poo, 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 1A, poo, poo. And then it's like, my dad loves me. And everyone's like, look at it's all about the emotional core of the movie. The emotional core of the movie isn't the 39-minute long fight scene. It's the 3 seconds where like Ma Superman kisses Superman on the forehead and makes him like a bowl of soup or something like that. It works though. It works because of the music. Dun, 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 dun. But the movie's good. It's good. Why are you making me think it's bad by asking me more questions about it? Like, I guess, to me, I just feel like we're giving Ma and Pa Kent, like, a little bit too much credit for loving their son, even though he's adopted. For me, that's just, like, the base case. I think if I had a child that was adopted, I would love them, too. Nobody's giving me any credit for that. I guess it's because I don't have a Kansas accent. If I had a Kansas accent, people would be like, whoa, this is the nicest guy in the world. Because I sound like a fucked up, smug coastal elite who lives on the West Coast but sounds like he's from Brooklyn, even though he's from Canada. People are like, hey, fuck this guy. That's the least he could do. Here comes the Discord. The Discord who thinks they aren't being seen right now, but I haven't even opened the dolls yet. This is a Dan-level opinion, not even Apollo. That's an argument from analogy. You haven't given a reason. You've simply said, this thing that I don't like is like something else that I don't like. Ergo, they're both bad. I said what I said? Yeah. And I think you said what you thought, which was very little. Ad hominem takes one to know one. I thought your Discord would be more normal, but we got to be mistaken. But not Twitch. Twitch is like, I mean, I'm not going to say it's not normal. Maybe the problem is that they're normal. Peloton is where you get the people who are asking me if I've seen Old Joy. Not Old Boy, Old Joy. Twitch is where people are like, you know, have you guys seen the Meg 2? Have you guys seen the Meg 2? I really liked the Meg. Anyone seen the Meg 2 yet? Yeah, Flats, you're not wrong. Don't even get me started on Misk. I don't know what the hell's going on in Misk. Let me see what's going on in Misk right now. No, fuck that. Let's scroll up to like 2 a.m. and see what people were talking about in Misk. 8:42 a.m. No, too normie, I'm afraid. Scroll me up a little bit. Oh, delete your messages quick if you don't want them to be seen, Ghibli. Delete them quick. Biggest danger to me with coffee and to some extent diet soda too is sleep issues. You shouldn't drink either too close to bedtime. You're not a doctor, so who cares what you say about that stuff. Spin Boys still trying to get people on their side. They've changed their avatar 20 times. People are still, you know what? It's the same people who are like, I can't believe he's still talking about the CZ study, are having like an independent review of the CZ study at 4 a.m. local time. Good for them? Yeah. Harm reduction. Is it bad to own a soda stream due to the conflict in the Gaza Strip? I default to yes on that one. I'll keep buying the Maison Perrier. I've become a sparkling water head since the CZ study. I don't care if it's scientifically valid or not. The vibes are right. And I got to tell you, I'm on the San Pellegrino right now, but I also got some Maison Perrier yesterday, and I think I got to be a Maison Perrier guy, man. Because the Maison Perrier, the water is like electric even after you pour it. It's water? Yeah, but like when you pour here's the San Pellegrino, okay? You hear that? Of course you don't hear that. There's nothing to fucking hear. It's still got a bite to it. It's got a bite to it, don't get me wrong. But when you pour the Maison Perrier in the rocks glass, it goes... Like even though the meniscus is not even close to the top of the glass, it's spilling a little bit because the bubbles are like overflowing from the top. Tap still or sparkling and picking sparkling is a power stance. If I'm out in my city, I say tap. If I'm on vacation, it's sparkling every night, bro. Every night. Then they sell you a $25 bottle of water. So listen, Tim Robinson, I understand how that can come about in your head, but I'm here to tell you it's never happened IRL. You might be paying $7-8 for the sparkling, which is a ripoff, don't get me wrong, but you know, it's also a ripoff because the pasta that they're selling you for like $23 only costs them $3 to make. What you're paying is for a nice night out with your family. I don't know any non-unks who like sparkling water. Okay. Do you think the world would be better if the nephew's tastes were in control? I don't want to eat at Skibbity restaurant for my anniversary, bro. You're like 15 years old. The nephews are 15. Just enjoy being a kid. Has anyone noticed how much old people love paying their taxes? Yeah, bitch, we got shit to do. You're in the 9th grade. Just fucking chill. Eat Doritos, go to class, come home, do your homework, play Fortnite. Enjoy it, man. People would give anything to go back. I can't afford to go to jail. Exactly. When you're 16, you can talk a big game. You don't have any people relying on you, bro. Once you got dependents, you can't afford to go to fucking prison, bitch. Also, everybody's an unk to someone, man. Don't rush the bus driver. Everybody go. Try to take your money out of the bank at the same time, though. Yeah, that's the thing that's crazy. That's where I noticed. I can't remember if we were talking about it on the yard or if it was pre-yard, but I was talking with Ludwig. I think this one anecdote with Ludwig illustrates the difference between a 29-year-old and a 36-year-old. And to be fair, I was 29 once, and Ludwig will be 36 at some point. So, we all exist on this heptapodish timeline where, you have memories of yourself being nephew, even if you're unk now, and you can imagine yourself as an unk even if you spent your whole life as a nephew. But I was talking to Ludwig, and I was like I've been busy lately. I've been setting up all this life insurance stuff. And he was like, why would you set up life insurance stuff? I'm like, well, because, if I die, my family's going to be in a rough spot. And he's like, well, that's their problem. It's like, it's true, but... This is the kind of shit I could imagine myself saying at 29, at 36. I think it, but I'm like, I got to sign those forms. I got to knock that shit out. I told my wife I wanted to be euthanized if I got dementia, and she told me she wouldn't, and I wouldn't know the difference anyway, so I'm not signing any life insurance forms. You should talk about that with your wife. That seems... So you're like... Her saying she's not going to euthanize you is one thing, but then you refusing to sign the life insurance forms because of that is like, you shouldn't be putting that in chat. You're beefing with your soulmate, man. You can't be doing that. And I think you typed it because it's funny, and it is funny, but it's funny for the one reason of why you typed it, but then it's also funny for the second reason, which is you holding, it's like some Tony Soprano shit to not sign the life insurance forms for Carmela because you're using it to get purchase in another domain, man. That's not unconditional love. You got to work that out. Why is he wearing that? What are you talking about? You're saying why is he wearing a mesh shirt with no undershirt? I don't know, for tactical reasons, bro. It's hot in the jungle. But don't you want to wear something if you're in hot weather? Don't you want to wear something that wicks the sweat off you? Don't you want to wear an athletic shirt or something like that? Can I tell you something about it? This is going to seem like a humble brag. It's not a humble brag. I had a long bike ride on Saturday. Halfway through, I was I got off to get some water and prepare for the second half. So I said, you know what? My shirt's sweaty. I'm going to put on another shirt. Never do that. If you ever find yourself in this situation and you think, oh, I'll change from my wet, sweaty shirt into a new dry shirt and keep working out, do not do it. The 3 seconds after you put on the new shirt is the worst feeling you will ever feel in your entire life. Why'd you do it? Because I was the sweaty shirt was hanging off of me and it was making me damp and shit like that. You put on a new one and you're like, oh, this will be starting fresh, but it's not. It gets sweaty in 3 seconds. Don't do it. You could go no shirt if you want, or just keep rocking the sweaty shirt. But you get no advantage from changing the shirt halfway through. Just get a fan. Oh, why didn't I think of that, Twitch chat? Why haven't I done every fucking ride with a fan for my entire fucking life because I'm not 8 years old? What are you talking about? Just get a fan. Just get a fan and you won't sweat. You're not a doctor. You're in Twitch chat at 9:27 a.m. on a Monday morning. In October, bro. In October, this is the part of the 6-month period in the year where people who are white-collar workers actually have work to do. What are we doing here? Born in Soviet Union, Russia. Born in Soviet Union, Russia? That's one fucking way to say that. Born in Soviet Union, Russia. It almost works if you did Russia, Soviet Union, and the daughter of, she was born in Soviet Union, Russia, and she was also born in the daughter of 2 gymnasts. So she has 2 gymnast grandparents, I think, if I'm reading this properly, and she was born at a hospital in Soviet Union, Russia. This woman won 5 medals at the 2008 Olympics. I have no idea, to be honest with you. It's not Michael Phelps. It's not Usain Bolt. So the Reddit gymnasts were Simone Biles and Michaela Maroney, neither of which sounds like they're from the Soviet Union part of Russia. I don't know who else to guess, so I'm going to guess Michaela Maroney. I have no idea. No way you call them Reddit gymnasts? What do you mean by that? Reddit gymnasts? They went viral on Reddit, 2008, 2012, I don't know. Can't remember. He's right. Yeah, if you were like alive back then, they went viral on Reddit because Michaela Maroney did this. Right? She had that face, the smug face. Mouth to the side. I don't think I can do it. She did it, though. Angela Bassett did the thing. Who made an inconvenient truth? That was Albert Gore. I saw... It's weird that they have his full name in there. I saw that at the screening room in Kingston, Ontario. You wouldn't know shit about that. That's Julianne Moore and David Spade. Sorry, Justin. We got that one on site today. Julianne Moore, David Spade. In their superior white rum variety, this brand of rum... Can we get a fucking copy editor at Barstool? This shit is starting to piss me off. Why do they write like an 8-year-old talks? They're using the same noun for like 4 different definitions in the same clue. I'm freaking the fuck out. It's AI? I feel like, if you don't kill me, I feel like AI would write better than this. I feel like this can only be a human who doesn't know how to write well. Like, I feel like there would be a codified rule in the AI that's like, don't use that same noun 3 different times. You already said that part. You already defined that part of the sentence. Unless they prompted the AI to talk like a Barstool writer. In their superior white rum variety, this brand of rum is currently offering a special Halloween edition glow-in-the-dark bottle with a skeleton motif logo. It has to be Captain Morgan, right? I mean, I guess all rums kind of lean on the pirate adjacency bonus. It does feel like an ad. It's Bacardi? Bacardi? That could work. What's a parrot's favorite drink? Bacardi? It's more like a chicken, now that I think about it. It's not really like a parrot. Well, parrots just speak English, man. K-pop demon hunter. Interesting. A bugbear, a complex, a hang-up, a demon. What is like something that haunts you? A reason not to do something. A foible, a quirk, an affliction. Uni, Roman numeral for 1, and then I have no idea, man. What is Capri? Capri? I could not even tell you. What about like you add T to the end? Unit, bet, at it. Or Capricorn, unicorn, popcorn, acorn. What the hell is BKI man? Periodic table symbols. It should have been like the first thing that came to my mind. Just so happened to be. The fact that K-pop Demon Hunter was not the connection is criminal. Is it your first connections? They had them in like, they were the first 4 things you read, man. You gotta think about the red herring in that situation. I'm sorry, that's punching down because I just solved it. Who uses bugbear like that? Bro, that's the only way you use bugbear. A bugbear is like beltway speak for a problem that's stopping like a bill from getting turned into a law in Senate. What about D&D? I don't know about shit like that. I'm talking about, I wish I had a good acronym or something, but it's a fantasy creature? No, bro. I mean, yes, but also... It's a legendary creature from folklore, but also a cause of obsessive fear, irritation, or loathing. That the Oxford English Dictionary says a cause of obsessive fear, irritation, or loathing, and then beneath it, just to mog you specifically, archaic, an imaginary being invoked to frighten children, typically a sort of hobgoblin supposed to devour them. They said if you're an 8-year-old unk, you might use it as like a D&D thing, but that's kind of antiquated. These days, we normally use it on motherjones.com to describe something that's getting pork barrel funding from not getting through. This is something in northern Africa, I think. Are you like Mauritania? Are you Algeria? You're Libya. You're Libya. You're not Libya. You're Algeria. You're Algeria. Okay. Easy. Oh, I can see that. At first I didn't see it. You said it looks like a political cartoon of Trump facing left. And at first I was like, what are you talking about? If anything, he'd be facing right. There's the hair and like the eyebrow. But now I get it. He's facing left and his chin is sticking like really, really high up into the air. Yeah. And then I totally get it. I get it 100. It's like if Jay Leno Trump, the chinler. I get it 100%. Doesn't look anything like him. It looks a little bit like him if he had a Gen Z haircut, if he had a Zoomer haircut. You know the famous image of British people love this hat so much they started getting the haircut that looks like the hat. It's got a little bit of that going on. It's got a little Peaky Blinders, Tommy Shelby going on. the broccoli head. Oh man. All right, box office game. January 26, 2007. This might be when Grindhouse came out, man. This was like the start. Oh, I had Norwalk. I had norovirus when this shit happened. This was like the start of the winter term of my first year of university. I was semi-clued in at this point. Cal Penn opened to 18 million. Could it be the second Harold and Kumar? Harold and Kumar go to Guantanamo Bay? Is it The Rise of Taj? Did that even go to theaters? What are you, man? Adam. Oh, it's Epic Movie. Oh no. I forgot about Epic Movie. They go to the Willy Wonka chocolate factory. Yeah. This is Epic Movie and I love all the scary movies. Epic Movie is unwatchable, even as someone who likes So Bad It's Good. It's impossible to sit through. Yeah. When the Pevensey siblings each follow their own path, they find themselves at Willy's Chocolate Factory. Walking through a wardrobe, they discover the world of Narnia, ruled by the White Bitch. Meeting up with characters such as Harry Potter and Captain Jack Swallows, the newly reunited family must team up with Aslo, a wise but horny lion, to stop the White Bitch's army. Oh, fuck. It's so, I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago I tried to watch it and I got like halfway through and was like, I can't watch this. It's actually so awful. Like it's one of the only movies I've ever seen that is like so bad it's good, but then it continues to be so bad that it goes back to bad again, which is like an order of magnitude worse than just being bad in the first place. No, it's not better than Romeo and Juliet, Librarian. I saw you gave it a 4.5. It's a great movie. 20th Century Fox, it was pogging. I'm trying to think of what was big around here. Obviously, Borat and 300 were earlier because that was all the Halloween costumes in freshman year. What was popping off? This is post the X-Men movie that led to the reboot, so it's unlikely to be that. Oh, Meet the Fockers was like, it's Night at the Museum! I used to work with this guy who I remember, like, during orientation, I was like, I was in first year of university, right? But I was much like I am now. And I was talking to him. He was in like third or fourth year. And he was like, I'm so excited. A movie I've wanted to see forever is coming out. I was like, what is it? Bro said Night at the Museum. He was like 22 years old. I thought for sure he was going to say something cool. And then he said a kid's movie. And I was like, oh, all right. That's fine. It doesn't make him a bad guy, to be honest. But he just appreciated a good time at the multi. It is better than Epic Movie. There's no doubt it's better than Epic Movie. Columbus Short starred in this one. It's a musical drama. He will challenge their traditions. Their traditions will change his life. Also, Megan Good. I gotta know what this is. Oh, shit. After the death of his younger brother, a troubled 19-year-old street dancer from Los Angeles is able to bypass juvenile hall by enrolling in the historically black Truth University in Atlanta, Georgia. But his efforts to get an education and woo the girl he likes are sidelined when he is courted by the top 2 campus fraternities, both of which want and need his fierce street-style dance moves to win the highly coveted National Step Show competition. I've heard of Stomp the Yard. I didn't know enough to bring it together, though. It is crazy that they would send a 19-year-old to juvenile hall. They literally, you usually hear about it the other way. It's like when you do a heinous crime, they're like, maybe we should treat this kid as an adult. But in this one, they were like, it wasn't that serious. Let's treat this adult like a kid. You can't send a 19-year-old to juvenile hall, man. They're gonna be the CEO in like 6 months. That's not fair, man. That's why there's like weight classes in boxing. You can't have a 19-year-old in juvenile hall with like 10-year-olds. Doesn't make any damn sense. Sony Pictures, $7.5 million. Jennifer Garner, comedy, drama, romance. I have no idea. Life is messy. Love is messier. Yeah, Timothy Oliphant, Jennifer Garner. For a grieving fiance, learning to love again requires the help of her late love's three best friends. This is a fucking like a Christmas Carol rom-com. Catch and Release. I've never heard of this. I was alive and tuned in when this shit came out. I have never heard of Catch and Release. Keanu Reeves, genre action. Give me a Johnny Mnemonic. Johnny Hydraulics better? You got mnemonic confused with pneumatic, my friend. You got mnemonic and pneumatic confused. If you wanted to do a riff on it, it could be like Johnny Mnemonic when Jimmy Rhyming Scheme walks into the room or something. You're saying it wrong? How the fuck do you say it? Johnny Mnemonic? That's a mnemonic, man. Johnny Mnemonic. Johnny Mimionic? That's literally a dude in The Sopranos who dies in season 2. Keanu Reeves, fuck you. Keanu Reeves 3 or more word title. Hear me out here. Give me an Always Be My Maybe here. I don't know if people remember that one. I've never seen it personally. And then here, give me the one I was going to play. Something's Gotta Give. A lot of people aren't going to know Keanu was in that one. No Bill and Ted's. Dan's chat is that away. Dan's chat. If you want to believe it's perpetually 1991 and Blockbuster never went out of business and Michael J. Fox is the biggest actor in the world and we're all excited for the new Ghostbusters, it's that away. It's that away, okay? Around here, we're cynical. We're cynical. And we don't conflate nostalgia for big blockbusters with childhood whimsy. We find whimsy in the way that a bird flits through the air on an autumn day. We don't find whimsy when they get the proton packs and they shoot the fucking Slimer with the proton packs, okay? We find it in the way a flower perseveres between the cracks in the sidewalk, surrounded on all sides by weeds, okay? That's where we find our whimsy. If you want to find whimsy in, yes, it's true, this man has no dick, you can go anywhere else for that, because it's all they're doing. Remember this? Remember that? Remember this? Remember that? Remember when Tony Soprano said, remember when is the lowest form of conversation? I remember. I remember people telling me that he says that at a point in the series that I haven't gotten to yet.
Pilate, a noun meaning one employed to steer a ship.
I was just making sure it wasn't Pontius. I had to make sure that it wasn't Pontius. Because sometimes they'll do that shit. You'll be like, oh, probably the motherfucker that flies an airplane. And then they're like the dude who stabbed Christ with the spear of Longinus. And you're like, fuck you, you fucking AI. Shout out DBJ. I wouldn't know about the spear of Longinus if it wasn't for you, okay?
Divestiture, a noun meaning the act of divest.
Okay, listen. Apparently Longinus is the guy who stabbed him. I don't really know. I'm still learning about religion. That makes sense that the spear of Longinus was wielded by Longinus. It'd be fucked up if the spear was named for someone else, considering that whatever he did was probably a lot less historically noteworthy than stabbing Jesus below the ribs. I get that's a situation where if it was previously called the Spear of Longinus, you would probably rename it after the events that made it even more famous. But anyway, didn't he put a toy car in his ass? Yeah, he's Party Boy. Pontius Pilate, Party Boy. That That's theme songs that go kind of hard, though.
Seize.
What are some food trends that became permanent? And I apologize to the normal chatters because I'm going to have to fight objections here. The one I could think of that's obvious is sushi. In like the 90s, I have memory, at least in North America, sushi was like a trend where a lot of people were like, that'll never take off. And it has stuck around. Now, I know it was invented in the fucking, Sengoku Japan period, but like people in Ohio were not eating that shit in the year 1300, okay? So like it popped off and it stayed there. What else is in there? Protein shakes, okay. Protein shakes. Hot honey. I feel like hot honey remains to be seen. I'll give you boba tea, because there's some stuff that I feel like has not stuck around. Malatong was like a flash in the pan. It came and went before I even had a chance to try it. You know what food trend that I'll give you an example of one that's gone. Cupcakes. Cupcakes were huge in the early 2010s. There were cupcake stores opening up all over the place, and they're all gone. Cake pops. I short cake pops. Personally, I short them. I've had them. I've bought them. You know what? My bellwether for cake pops is that I have a 5-year-old and she doesn't like them. She would rather have a lollipop or a piece of cake. And sometimes then we get cake pops at like birthday parties and I eat them and I'm like, this is not, it's like the presentation on the cake pops is good, but the actual flavor of it I feel like they're made to be looked at, not to be eaten. Because the cake inside is okay, but the aggressively overbearing fondant that looks like something makes it taste worse. Like the fondant makes it worse. It's Instagram food. Yeah, exactly. That's my thoughts on it, regardless. It's an interesting idea, right? I would put pho up there. There was a time, like there was in Vancouver, when I moved here, Vietnamese food was already popular, but it was still like, you'd get a little bit of pho now and then. And now you were like, it was, is it gonna stay? Is it gonna recede? Is it gonna stay? It exploded. Wings are on the downturn. I would believe that. Ramen's still, it's very popular here still. Haven't seen that many yakitori spots. Yakitori is so good. Problem is too expensive. And I don't think there's anything you can do about it because it's just meat. They can't start putting extra, I don't even know, just putting cornmeal into the batter or something to make it stretch a little further. Like, it's just meat, and meat's expensive, unfortunately. Wraps fell off. I hope you're right. I'm long sandwich, short wraps, but it's not highly concentrated in my food portfolio. What would be my highest position right now in my food portfolio? I'd have to think about it. You want something that ain't going anywhere. A broad-based basket of Italian foods would probably be what I would base my restaurant portfolio on. I want to have a concentrated position in pasta. I want to have a concentrated position in pizza. A splash of Japanese food, a splash of Korean food for sure. Little bit of a Chinese food tilt. Oh, you know what? Lately, Mexican food has been outperforming the index for sure. So I might have to pare that down a little bit and maybe buy some stuff that has underperformed recently. Like maybe buy some pub food or something like that. Put that in the planning. Listen, you should just get an ETF or something when you go out to eat. Gin, lime juice, club soda, ice, and simple syrup. It's gin, lime, and sparkling water from the United States of America. Okay, that's Ricky. First we had DBJ, now we got Ricky. We got the whole gang here. No, my restaurant ETFs are X burgers. So I own a little bit of the index, but the bulk of my portfolio is I have the index specifically cutting burgers out. It's like being an ESG investor. I don't want burgers in my portfolio, okay, if I can avoid it. You know what was weird to me? My daughter's a pretty picky eater. She's a big pasta head. She likes pizza, peanut butter, jelly sandwiches, a little bit of Korean food like bulgogi and stuff like that. But she came home, I don't know, it was a couple of weeks ago. She was like, I had a sloppy Joe today. And I was like, you had a sloppy Joe today? How did you, as a 5-year-old, how did you come in contact ambiently with a sloppy Joe? That was the question that popped into my head. But what I said was, did you like it? And she went, yeah, it was really good. I went, really? I fucking hate sloppy Joes. I didn't know. I couldn't believe it. Out of all the food that we've introduced her to, and she's been like, I don't really like this that much. She was going crazy over the sloppy Joes. I got to keep it a secret, though, because I do not want to be eating sloppy Joes. City chicken stack. I don't respect the spring mix as the green on the burger, to be honest. This looks disgusting, but I do believe that the average person that is looking at these would go, oh my God, that's so much bigger, and it's actually a little cheaper too. So of course I would want that, even though it's fucking disgusting. Again, this obviously looks bad. Let's start there. This is a bad picture, and it looks like the napkin is part of it. And I think that even though the cheese looks like it tastes good, it also looks like American cheese. And people will go, what's this? And then the bread kind of looks like poop. So I got to go with this. Okay. So the bratwurst is fucking destroyed. I think I got to go with the poop on this one. 24%, it's destroyed, man. It looks like it got hit with a big hammer or something before it came out. Din Tai Fung spicy wontons. I mean, this is just the greatest picture of a Din Tai Fung is fine. And what's crazy is that that's probably the price you'd pay at the restaurant. So it's not even like you're getting ripped off. But I mean, the pint just looks so good, man. It looks so insanely perfect. While working at the plaza when he was all of 18, what familiar Italian chef catered then President Wilson's second wedding? What familiar Italian chef catered President Woodrow Wilson's wedding? So he was 18 in like fucking 1918. So he's 125 years old. I don't think it's going to be Mario Batali, man. I have no idea. Chef Boyardee? Is this insane to say Chef Boyardee? Oh, fuck, that's funny. Oh, yes, the beefaroni for Sir. And I believe the missus had the alphagetti. You know, the X noodles taste the best. It's the surface area to soak up the sauces. Trouble in Tahiti is a one-act opera from 1952 by what American composer? What Leonard Bernstein. Leonard Bernstein. Leonard Bernstein! Who voiced Sid in the Ice Age movies? Leguizamo. I was thinking of the mammoth. John Leguizamo. Somehow the sheep secretion called lanolin inspired the name of what skincare brand that debuted in 1952? Olay? I don't know. It's in the air, man. The answers are in the air. You just got to tune yourself to them. I don't know what to tell you. Lanolin kind of sounds like Olay. Well, it was your dumbass was probably going to say some shit like a vino. Doesn't even make any damn sense. Plus, Jennifer Aniston doesn't give a fuck about you. Only we care about you. We're your family now. All right. I don't know, man. I just want to get this one off the screen. That's the Lord's Resistance Army. 1910s in Tibet. Hey, did you guys know that the Dalai Lama is like a it doesn't get passed on via primogeniture? Did you know that? I kind of thought the Dalai Lama was like when you died, like maybe your oldest son or maybe like your youngest grandson would be like the Dalai Lama. But like what? Okay, don't say very famously. Okay, listen. But when was the last time that they fucking named the Dalai Lama? It was like 70 years before I was fucking born. You're like the motherfucker who's like telling a 12-year-old that it's stupid that he doesn't know that a fucking white smoke comes out when they crown a pope at the new convent, okay? Conclave. That's you? No, bro. I was there when John Paul II died. I was going, what? Black smoke again? This is crazy. I'm eating chips. Took them a long-ass time to pick another one after John Paul II, man. A mongoose from the Jungle Book. What the fuck? Oh, wait. No. I think it's just male characters in literature, fictional mongooses, short story. Am I going to type Mowgli and look like a fucking idiot? Rikki Tikki Tavi. The fuck is going on, man? I'm getting my ass beat by stuff that I understand. What the hell is this? Authentication Methods, Book of Judges, Ethnic Cleansing? Shibboleth? 1942 establishments in the UK, 1945 disestablishments. Is this co-intel? What the hell is this? They think we're fucking stupid. That's a penis. Acronyms. Peace and culture. Raves. Etiquette. I don't know. Good luck, have fun. EDM. Plur. Peace, love, unity, respect. I don't know. I'm going to get a 0. Lexical units, morphemes, pragmatic, semantic units, syntactic entities. What is a syllable? A word! Oh my God! I'm washed, man! 1790s neologisms. National symbols of Australia. This is a boomerang, man. Oh my God. Is that a boomerang? You scored 2. Can I say, by the way, I watched the new episode of The Chair Company, which is the other reason I want to keep Crave. And I've been enjoying the show so far. I think it's good. It's Tim Robinson, and it's very Tim Robinson. If you're not familiar with what it is in practice, I bet you kind of get it. The shit with he's listening to the Jerky Boys in the car, even though it's not the Jerky Boys, was fucking funny. I was dying laughing at the Jerky Boys shit in the car where he was like, is this supposed to be funny? I was like, yeah, bro, of course it's supposed to be funny. That's the stinkiest pussy I've ever seen. Every once in a while, my dad as a kid, he would say something like, Pablo, honey, come back to Florida. And I never knew what it was, but he and my granddad would always yuck it up whenever anyone said that. Radiohead mentioned? Well, I think Radiohead actually might have taken the name from the Jerky Boys, strangely enough. This is what she meant when she said, do you think you fell out of a coconut tree, man? Tom York was listening to the damn Jerky Boys. That was fucking cool. And then, yes, and then. Not bad, man. Top 38%. It's kind of crazy to imagine the lads from Radiohead sitting around listening to a Jerky Boys cassette tape. Uproar from little brother texting you, lol. I'm assuming uproar is our indicator. Oh, little texting. Why? They're always slightly unusual. I get that you've been doing Minute Cryptic for 18 years or whatever, but I'm just getting into it, and it's hard to get into. I'm not learning the lingua franca because every single one is, we do things a little different today. I haven't even learned the foundational elements of the Minute Cryptic, and every single one is like, we're doing it a little goofy today. Pissing me off. Nah, you're chill. They hint at the kind of substitutions we need to find for the neighboring fodder. Substitution indicators aren't common. Little means we need an abbreviated version, and texting nudges us to use text speak. Okay. Is it brouhaha? Because bro is a short form for brother, and then texting you, a text you would just be the letter U, and LOL is haha. Brouhaha, bro. Brouhaha. Okay, maybe we're starting to get it. Maybe we're starting to get it a little bit. The left is getting good at cryptics, and it's making the right nervous. Cracking open a boy with the cold ones. This, to me, is like it's a movie with vampires or zombies that are eating people. I would feel like this could be like What We Do in the Shadows. I'm sorry. Taika's good now? Well, this is from like 11 years ago. He only jumped the shark about 1 second before Jojo Rabbit came out. Is anyone here watching from New Zealand? I understand it's probably like 4 a.m. there or something like that right now. I want to say something to you in sympathy, and you can tell me to fuck off or whatever you do. But I actually feel like I have sympathy for New Zealanders because I feel like it's like an exaggerated version of Canada, where when things go wrong in America, the first thing that people say to you is like, maybe I'll move to your fucking country that I didn't fucking care about until my country got so fucked up. Maybe I'll escape to your country without doing any research on it whatsoever. But I feel like New Zealand is like amplified that to like 1000x. Like the way that people talk about New Zealand is like there's never been a problem in the country at all. It's like, it's idyllic, it's quaint, it's perfect. Everyone's having matcha lattes 24/7 and telling quirky little jokes to each other. I think that would be annoying as fuck if you lived in New Zealand. And the only thing you can really do is be like, yeah. You're right, they should see Lord of the Rings. There's some messed up stuff that goes on there, man. You ever hear about the scouring of the Shire? Oh, so you think the scouring of the Shire is good? They didn't put that in the movie. It's in the extended edition, okay? You got to do the required reading. Okay, 1983, 254 million views. This is Raspberry Beret with a hell of a drum kick. Nothing yet. I'm gonna need a little more. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm getting something now. I don't know what it is though. You know, it kind of sounds like the song from the Muppet movie with Jason Segel. Just give me a second here. It'd be a 3, 2, 1, go. I've got everything that I need right in front of me. It kind of sounds like it's from Uma Musume, is what it's, but I'm going to guess it's not that. I'm going to guess it's not from the Jason Segel Muppets movie that came out in 2011. Okay, give me the voice. Okay. Yeah, that's Uptown Girl at a Mets game. It's kind of fucked up to not KK Slider it and then put in the part where he goes. Anyway, Downtown Man. That's not I guess it's a hint. It's not really like a substitution, though. How was that a par 5? Because he wasn't fucking doing anything until this. Like, I'd be inclined to say that if you find yourself listening to an instrumental version of Uptown Girl, you might have one of the worst tastes in music that's ever existed in humanity. Like, that's nothing, man. That's nothing at all. When you add the voice, it's something. I hate how there's no, like, it doesn't build at all. It's just, like, instantly, like, in a millisecond. I guess that's how the song is, but just something about the organ makes it so much more abrasive. Anyway, I'm going to go pee. I'll be right back. You know, Jordan in the Peloton Discord, they got some interesting stuff there, okay? They're always saying some interesting stuff, and I don't agree with all of it. But they were real last night when they were crashing out about being in the Home Depot. And pardon me, I got a bubble. The website said that the product was in stock, but then when they went to the aisle, there was no product in stock. So they had to go to a clerk and be like, your website says that there's a product here. And they went, oh, yeah, well, that means we have it in the store, but the only way for you to get it is to online order it, and then it'll be ready to be picked up in like an hour or two. That's fucking crazy. Where did we go wrong? Because when he was saying that, I was like, that shit happens to me like 1 to 2 times a year. I'll be at London Drugs and I'll be like, it says you have this shit in stock, and then it's not on the shelf. So I talk to someone and they're like, yeah, if you want, you can order it online and you can pick it up in probably like an hour. And I'm like, but I'm here. I'm fucking here right now at the store. I'm in the building where the thing is. Can they not just go get it for you? You know how it is. There's no process, man. The whole world runs on systems and processes. There's no process for that. Oh, I'm too busy to do that. Let me spend 20 minutes trying to find someone who's not busy right now. Oh, they're all busy. Just work with the system. We made the system for you. We made the system for you. Just use it. Go into the store, get the thing that we have. No. I'm afraid that's not how it works. Plan to buy the thing later that day, buy it online, swing by the store, wait in a line, and then the person at the customer service deck will go to the back and get it for you. Someone in the back spent an hour moving it from even further back to the front of the back. And then you walk into the front of the back and all the stuff that people ordered online is right there. It saves them manpower if you order it beforehand. Sorry, I said behand. Let's get it better for the clip. It saves them manpower if you order it beforehand. Get it twisted. I don't give a fuck about Jim Pattison or the bottom line of the London Drugs Corporation. They should hire some more people. Shoppers is better. I don't like shopping at Shoppers because every time I check out, the automatic checkout loudly asks vocally if I want to donate money to women's shelters, which I do, but I don't want them to say it so loud because everybody looks at me and I know they're going, this guy's not going to hit yes on that. I know it's not going to go down like that. Why is it so fucking loud? And don't even get me started on the Shoppers Drug Mart when it says, let us know how we did today. What do you, I know it's an easy joke and I'm sorry for doing it. But when the self-checkout says, fill out the survey to let us know how we did today, I'm like, you didn't fucking do anything. You're a computer. I scanned the thing and then I pressed a button. You activated the card reader and I tapped. What do you want me to write in the review? It mostly worked, but by the way, if the machine scale ever fucks up, get ready to wait like 3 hours for the person behind the counter to come over, type in the password to the store, which is 1234, and then not even look at this shit in the bagging area anyway. It would actually be so much better, because I have a notes app with like public bathroom codes in Vancouver that I've just acquired, and I gotta tell you, it's swagged up to be out with your kid, and then she's like, I have to go to the potty, and I'm like, oh, one second. We're in the Pacific Center. I know that there's a bathroom behind the cafe in Holt Renfrew, and I just open the Notes app, open it up, and I'm like, oh, there's the password right there. Beep, boop, beep, beep. I feel like I'm in Deus Ex, man. I should get one of those for self-checkouts at grocery stores. Imagine, not even to steal things, but imagine like, the grapes are 3% heavier than they expected it to be. Unexpected item in bagging area. And you're just like, beep, boop, 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 boop. And you're in the fucking back end, man. God, that would be fucking sick. Are you going to play Gooner Slay the Spire? I might check out Chaos Zone Nightmare or whatever it's called. Chaos Nightmare Zone. Now, the thing is, I'm washing out of Uma Musume, and I'll tell you why. I've done 400 Ura Finale careers, and they're just like, I'm so bored. And then I'm not to hate on the Uma Musume part of the Discord, because they were just talking. They weren't like defending Psy games, but I was like, why doesn't, like, it pisses me off so much that there's all this new content in Uma Musume that's come out between 2021 and 2025, but they won't fucking release it because for some reason they're beholden to this fucked up schedule that's like, well, the people in Japan had to wait 6 months, 4 years ago, so we can't just give it to North America in like just all right away. We have to keep to this weird accelerated schedule that's like, it makes me think like I'm at a restaurant and I came in at 12:30 and some dude ordered a hamburger at 12:15. I ordered a hamburger at 12:30 and they're like, well, the dude who ordered the last hamburger had to wait half an hour, so you got to wait half an hour too, otherwise it wouldn't be fair to the first guy. Yeah, but you got 2 hamburgers under the warming light, just bring them out. Release it all at once, they make less money? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to stop playing the game. How much money do they make? Well, it actually doesn't affect their bottom line much at all because I have spent $0 on it, but I have to feel like I'm not the only one in the fucking boat either way. So another dad, as a kid in my daughter's school, was like, check this out. Are you going to play this game? It's kind of like a Slay the Spire gotcha. And without looking into it, I said, Slay the Spire gotcha? I'll give it a shot. And then I saw the costumes and I went, I don't know about that. I don't know if I can play that. Because they're really wearing nothing. They're wearing nothing at all. It's a Korean gacha game. The gameplay looks pretty fun. The characters are ladies in battle who their armor is like just little triangle stickers on their nipples. It's crazy. I almost want to say, like, is there any way they could put like a toggle in it and I could play the censored Chinese version of it where like where they're wearing like more chaste outfits that at the very least I would still be a little embarrassed to play it in public because they'd be like, he's probably playing that game because he's a gooner. But at least it wouldn't be outwardly gooner. It would just give off a gooner vibe instead of being like, oh my God, this guy's playing a game with naked ladies in it on the bus. I did see Magic Pussy 3 came out today, and it's got good reviews, but I haven't finished the second one yet. 93% positive reviews. I'm so glad I don't have screen capture up. Holy fuck. It goes right into it. Magic Pussy Chapter 3 is a prequel to our well-known series. You can't fucking do that. You can't call it Magic Pussy Chapter 3 and then have it be a prequel. You gotta call it like Magic Pussy Origins or some shit like that. You can't call it, or Magic Pussy 0, at least. This review is fucking funny. After this game, I felt a little sad that there are no girls like this in real life, so I had to go back to the game again. Oh no, that's so fucking sad. Oh, fuck it. Let's play some Ball X Pit. It's a little Let's Play, but you rocking Hammurabi or Solomon? I'll be honest, I'm more of a King Midas guy. I don't know... Hammurabi was like an eye for an eye. And I still, pardon me, I know you resent this. Oh, he's the guy who No, excuse me. King Solomon did not cut a baby in half. He threatened to cut a baby in half to get the churlish pretender to reveal her impure intentions. And then he probably cut her in half or something. Don't say you stand Ashurbanipal. He's a bad Ashurbanipal. Bad dude, nasty dude, heads on pikes. Heads on pikes. But I feel like King Hammurabi kind of gets a bad rap. People always use like the Hammurabi's code to describe like a bad system of laws. Like, oh, an eye for an eye leaves everybody blind. Okay, how about don't poke my eye out unless you want to get your eye poked out? I also honestly think that he was kind of generous with the eye for an eye stuff. If somebody poked one of my eyes out on purpose, I would want both of their eyes poked out. Because it's not really fair that I lost an eye, because I don't get anything from the other person losing their eye. That doesn't make it fair. They started it. They should lose both eyes for costing me my eye. They started it. Anyone who's ever been to like a public school knows that even no matter what the teachers said, they started it is valid. If you ever got into what do they call it? A Donnybrook? If you ever got into a Donnybrook at school, they would punish the instigator and the other person, who I would describe as the victim, the same. Because they would say that it's zero tolerance. We don't tolerate fighting, and it takes two to tango. So the hitter and the person who gets hit are both getting the same punishment. They told you you'd get it when you're older. I'm older. I still don't get it. The person who started it should be punished more. They should be punished more because there wasn't a problem. I subscribe to don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. I don't know why I went to Jerry Seinfeld. Maybe it's the normcore sweater I'm wearing today. Anyway, we're playing Ball X Pit. I don't know what they were doing back then in the school administrators, man. Zero tolerance? No, ain't nobody in this faculty have zero tolerance. I can smell the whiskey on your breath. Or it's a little forced, I guess. They did drink a little bit back then, no. They're probably doing it now. I'm getting a lot of -2s. If I'm being honest, I think the real reason that the system is like that is probably because they're like, I have my own problems in life, and now I gotta like be a independent mediator for beef that like an 8-year-old has with a 7-year-old. I don't have any time for this. So was Serbic today? Word of the day calendar in chat? No, you're real for that one. Honestly, a word of the day calendar would go hard. so perspicacious today. I always forget what perspicacious means, even though it comes up a lot. I feel like it always makes me feel like I ate a fresh peppermint, though. Just to say it, perspicacious. There's a very refreshing kind of like mouthfeel on that word. I need OED to define 6'7" for me. I don't get it still. 6'7" is easy. I apologize for anyone that is 12 and wants to keep it a secret. The secret of 6'7" is just that it's a club. And you recognize that saying 6'7" is funny. Why is saying 6'7" funny? It's funny because people who don't get it get mad at it. That's why 6'7" is funny. If someone says 6'7" and they didn't know what they were doing, and then you reply 6'7", everyone else that's in the club will go, oh shit, this guy's in the club. Everyone who's not in the club is gonna go, what's that? What is that 6'7"? That's so stupid. That's so stupid, this 6'7" thing. They always get mad? Yeah, because they're not, I didn't say they're not like us. That has a different connotation. They're not nephews like us. A lot of unks out there just, they aspire to be nephews. I know I'm an unk, and that allows me to interface with the nephews more effectively. Only by embracing unkness can you truly understand nephews. Maybe there's some truth to that, man. Being 53 must be hard? Not really. I wouldn't know, but there's harder ages, I'm sure. Honestly, people don't say this, but like, being 0 probably fucking sucks, man. Now, there's some positives. You get that sweet, sweet titty milk like 10 times a day. Then there's some negatives. It's your mom's titty. Probably. Unless maybe she got like donated milk or something from like the clinic or whatever, but like, or a formula. That's some scene. Probably, yeah, because some people, they don't produce that well, so they gotta rely on the milk donation, man. You don't want to step into this domain with me, nephew. I got a PhD in this, in tittynomics. Not sexually, but for nourishment purposes. I've been down that road. Well, I was gonna say more times than you can count, but you probably can count one time. I think otherwise, being like 0 to 1 years old kind of sucks. First off, you're shitting your pants all the time. Yes, somebody else has to clean it up, but I don't think you really appreciate that at that age. You can't do anything. The only way you can express your emotions is by crying. Like, it would suck ass, man. Plus, your parents basically like lock you in a jail cell like almost the entire day. They either lock you in the crib, or they lock you in some kind of like torture device called a baby lounger. And then you're like, oh, they're picking me up. They're finally gonna free me from the lounger. And then that's when you should really be scared. Oh no, it's tummy time. It's tummy time. I'm fucking 0. I have no muscle tone. Just being on my tummy instead of on my back is fucking kills. It fucking hurts so bad. Why are you doing this? And they'll tell you a fucking lie. Oh, we're doing it so the back of your head doesn't get super flat. I don't give a shit about that. I'm a baby. I mean, honestly, can I hit you with something? Maybe I don't want it to be like overly philosophical. Ages that have passed that were good to be, we only recognize how good they are in hindsight. Like, one of the things I try to keep in mind as a dad to a 5-year-old is that, like, my daughter's problems are nonsense to me because she's 5. So the stakes on them are insanely low. And even the amount of emotion that gets wrapped up in it is impossible for a grown adult to, like, understand. But what I try to do is, like, recognize that the shit that stresses me out that, like, feels valid feels like the same level of stress that she's feeling. So to her, you know, like getting the wrong snack, like when I told her she was gonna have goldfish, but then we get home and we don't have goldfish, so I give her an Uncrustable. That's like me opening my mailbox and seeing a letter from the Canada Revenue Agency. Like, it's a sliding scale. You're never gonna make friends being like, oh, well, you're stressed out about this thing? Unfortunately, the thing that's stressing you out on a physiological level is not real. Like, it's all real, bro. Even your unemployed friend being like, I've got too much shit to watch today. I feel overwhelmed. Like, that's real. It's also fucking funny, but it would be better to have sympathy. I can't always muster that, but I try. And then later, you know, when my wife and I are talking, we go, What was she talking about with the... I don't know. She wanted to wear those shoes. But they don't fit. I know. So what happened? She wore them, and what happened? They didn't fit. Should we just be... Should we be ghosting all the time? Should we just be taking ghosts with everything? Yeah? No? Yeah? I love that one person said men on Hinge and one person said women on Tinder. You guys should meet up. You take it on AOE stuff. Okay. On AOE stuff. I understand. My mom gave me my old chessboard this weekend. We set it up on the table like a Louis Vuitton photo shoot with Ronaldo and Messi. Stop. Just to make us look a little bit more cultured. And Kate and I played a game, and she instigated, and and I finished the job. Let's just put it that way. Still got it. And also, I mean, it's hard for her because it's a home game for me, because that's the board that I was practicing on when I was like a little kid, when I actually played a lot of chess. After you take the balls, you got to get the briefs. I mean, it's just I don't know what to tell you, man. I was a briefs guy until I was like 13 or something like that. I feel like maybe it's a rite of passage. It's a rite of passage to graduate from briefs to boxer briefs. But I don't know, man. Like, boxers had aura in like the 8th grade. If you could see that like your friend was wearing Joe boxers, I'll be honest with you, I might even be a little mad at him if he was wearing Joe boxers. I'd be like, damn, this guy's got funny underwear on? How am I supposed to compete with that in the 8th grade? I'm just out here wearing like Jordache briefs or something like that. But as an adult, I don't like wearing boxers. I'm with you, Prezzo. You feel it move around too much. I don't know if it's a cut-uncut difference, but as a cut Tylenol enjoyer, I don't like the sensation of the silk boxers rubbing against the unprotected head of my penis all day. Like, it's just, you would think agnostically it would be like a positive sensation, but when you're not in the moment, it's not something you want for the most part, I think. Silk is crazy. I'll be honest, they might not be silk. I don't know fabrics. I don't know textiles, but it's just they don't feel right. Thanks for telling us about your cock and balls. No problem, you know, everybody's got one or whatever. I don't shy away from talking about this stuff because this stuff is not gross. Why is it that people can be like, oh, I bumped my elbow and it really hurts, but if someone says like, I bumped the head of my penis, I slammed the head of my penis in my car door, everyone all of a sudden goes, ew. Like, it's made of the same shit. You have to do that on purpose? I was wearing a kilt, and you know when you get into a Tesla Model 3 Uber, and you're always like, how do these doors work? And then the Uber driver's trying to yell at you to tell you how the doors work, but the windows are all up, so you're like pushing on the handle, and then like when you push on it, a piece of metal shoots out the other side, and he's going, you have to push it in and then grab the metal shard and pull on the metal shard. That plus a kilt. Youch! Why are you in a kilt? I was going to PAX, bro. I was wearing my Utila kilts. I forgot about those. Honestly, I was a Utila kilt hater because I do think they're a little silly. And I associate them with nerddom, which I think is fair. But I have to say that, I mean, I went to PAX, I guess like 2012 to 2019 or something like that. And I started to miss them when I didn't see them anymore. As PAX got more and more taken over by fake nerds like myself, I kind of grew to miss the real nerds with the ponytails and the kilts, and they would, you know, buy cool dice and stuff like that. I didn't realize what we had till it was gone, man. He's not trolling about the kilt. There used to be a lot of, I mean, I would say 1 in 50 guys was wearing a kilt at PAX. It wasn't like it was 50%, but like you'd see a lot of them. Ecosystem of the old nerds is dead. It's sad to say, but I think it's some of the realest shit you've ever said, man. And you know, like nerds who are real nerds, don't take offense to this, okay? There are some elements of like nerd culture, like the old nerddom, that was kind of annoying. always be trying to like make a joke related to Star Trek or something like that, or talk over you, or hit you and like hyper correct you on one very like specific thing. But they were real nerds, man. They were passionate about you know, decreasing the number of clock cycles it took for a website to return, or an API to return a result to you and stuff like that. We could use some people out there who are passionate about open source software and not selling a subscription to something. Said as a guy who's selling subscriptions to things. Linux users stand up. Anybody out here ever program their own operating system? I don't know where I'm going with this. Any Vim users? Anybody watching Twitch on Vim right now? Restream on Bilibili? Dude, maybe. It would be so crazy to take like an 18-month sabbatical and then come back streaming in Mandarin. I think that might be the fucking play, man. Legendary bit. You think I'd be ostracized by the executive party members, the members of the executive governing body of the government of China, or do you think like it'd be chill? I don't really know what the climate's like over there. Are they gonna be mad at me because I'm from Vancouver and this is where we had the Huawei CFO under house arrest for like 3 years before she, I think, got acquitted? I can't remember. I remember the trial. I can't remember how it went though. It's so funny to me, like, I'm thinking about like the last 10 years of like Hockey Night in Canada sponsors, and it went from like Molson Canadian to Huawei smartphones to like everything sponsored by like DraftKings and FanDuel now. It's can really chart like the I didn't say downfall, you're thinking downfall. I'm trying to find a word that doesn't mean downfall. Let's call it the progression of Western culture based on the ads for Hockey Night in Canada. By the way, big ups to the other lottery players in the Discord. Someone tripled their money in the lottery this weekend. I'm a little jealous because I want that for me too. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm happy for you as well. They made $3. They literally had a $5 ticket that won $15. If that's not tripling your money, then what is? It's actually a infinite investment because apparently their boss bought them a lottery ticket, which is a funny idea. But that's like, it's like in Box Office Game when a movie has zero budget. Like, can we post our lottery, guys? I'd love to know your lottery strats, man. I had a weird, I mean, obviously you know me. Like, winning the lottery is just like an everyday occurrence for me. But I had a big and weird win in the last 649 draw. I matched 2 numbers on extra, bro. That never happens. 2 numbers on extra? Kind of it was like a scoreigami for the lottery. I'm due for a jackpot, though. It's been a couple months. Okay, this was the easiest loss of my life. Librarian, be real with me. What do you know about CZN? Is there any... even if it's a gooner game, if it's good enough, I'll just become a gooner. If the gameplay's 75% as good as Slay the Spire, fuck it, I'll jerk my dick. We still gotta wait until Slay the Spire 2 comes out. I shouldn't even be talking about gacha games. I'm gonna call the wrong game gooner bait, and all of a sudden a bunch of gooners are gonna get in my mentions. It's not gooner bait! She's just, oh, so it's illegal to be hot? It's illegal to draw hot ladies that are naked now? For me to, yes, I jerk off to it. No, it's not porn. It looks 20% as good as Slay the Spire. That would still make it like maybe the 5th best game ever made. How much do you want to play Slay the Spire now? Well, 0% because there's no gooner bait in it. Now, that doesn't mean that nobody's jerking off to it, because I think that would be naive, but I don't think there's any gooner bait in it. Late career pivot into becoming a gooner? That could be interesting. Is this because of CZN? Well, listen, I'm gonna give it a chance, okay? I don't think there's anything unethical about playing gooner gacha as long as I only play as characters who are dressed in a chaste and austere fashion. The chaste gooner. It's an interesting idea. I think they exist, man. I think that's what Gentleman Boners is all about. It's people who have like a weird hang-up about jerking off to like naked people that know they're being jerked off to, and instead they're like, I can only jerk off to photos from like the premiere of a movie that's happening where like the lady's wearing a dress. Like we've said it a million times, so it's not new content, but it is a really funny subset of dudes that exist. And yes, thank you for saying it's way weirder. It's a little weirder to jerk off to photos of people. Well, no, okay, it's a lot weirder to jerk off to photos of people who don't think they're being jerked off to. They're just like at work. But it's amplified. The weirdness is amplified that somehow they've convinced themselves that what they're doing is like, is good manners. And jerking off to pornography is like what savages do. As if like the enlightened gooner jerks off to red carpet photos. Because it's classy. Bro, what do you mean this is gross? She's wearing Versace. She's wearing Versace, bro. It's an elegant dress that I'm gooning to right now. It's fucking gross, man. What about meteorologists? Anyone else's granddad not speak Spanish but had like a Univision subscription just to gawk at Mexican meteorologists? Or is that just my grandpa? Telemundo, but yeah. All my grandparents are dead. Don't do that. Don't do that. Well, you know what? Honestly, do it while it lasts, because we're all going to be dead someday, and then you won't be able to pull that card anymore. What's worse, trying to be serious but people laugh, or trying to be funny and people don't laugh? Again, this is not the most popular take. Trying to be funny, succeeding, but nobody laughing because they're waiting for someone else to start the first laugh is funny as fuck. If you tell a funny joke and people go, I'm not going to laugh at that, that's one of the funniest things that can happen. Because you know it's funny. The audience doesn't determine whether or not it's funny, they determine whether or not they laugh. I've said it before, some audiences just have bad vibes, man. You put James Acaster up in front of at Kill Tony, he's probably gonna bomb. Well, I bet the set would be fucking sick, man. I bet the set would be sick. But they would be like, this guy's not funny, he's not even that ripped. If I'm fat, do I have to be funny? No, but you have to be noteworthy. There's a lot of archetypes, because I researched this before I got the Peloton. I was thinking about which direction Western male. You could also become, you could wear a cowboy hat and become like very gregarious, but I don't think I have that in me. Like a Tom Arnold and Austin Powers phenotype. You could be the guy on r/menswear. They still want to kill that guy? They still want to kill the guy who keeps posting his insanely large fits for jury duty? He was on jury duty for like 6 months straight. They still want that guy dead? That was a fetish, by the way. Nah, I'm sorry, Labubu, I don't believe you. I'm gonna stop living my life based on this could be a fetish for one person. I'm just gonna be out there like doing my thing. Can't stop people from jerking off to you anyway. I wouldn't want to. It's like the First Amendment or whatever. I'm gonna pull up receipts. I don't care if he had a humiliation fetish. I guess I also have a fetish for fucking looking at his fits and going, what the hell is Unc wearing? I guess it was a fetish for me too. We don't jerk off to you? Yeah, but some people are probably getting down and dirty like right now, while Ball X Pit is on in the background, which is fucking funny. That's a specific time in your life, though. I feel like that's like a third, fourth year of college thing, and you're just like, you never know when the moment's gonna strike. I'll put on some NL just to have some fun. Oh wait, we're fucking. I do wish you'd like at least turn it off, though. Because what if I just started like beatboxing or something? Could easily throw you off your stroke, man. No, you fucking sick fucks are probably so in love that you would just bond over it. You'd be like, wasn't that funny? Not really. Not for me, for you maybe. Now I'm part of your fucking inside joke. And then like in 6 years you're gonna fucking break up and you're gonna be like, I can't watch this motherfucker anymore because he reminds me of like the one that got away, and it's gonna be fucking tragic for my bottom line. But you didn't think of that, did you, you selfish motherfucker? You didn't think about the impact it would have on me when you lost the love of your life. Isn't there someone you forgot to ask? I think for this, I should not be sending balls downhill. I should be shooting my balls as fast as I can, straight ahead. If nobody laughs, a joke isn't funny. I would say false. I would say that's false. If I told the greatest joke of all time, but it was to a room full of people who had no vocal cords and thus could not laugh, that joke would still be the funniest joke of all time. The audience just has bad vibes. Let's Playing is so funny, man. People talk about the male loneliness epidemic like it's a modern phenomenon. How do you explain Let's Plays in like 2012, man? People were so lonely, they're like, I'd love to see... I'd love to see an insane person just play Castlevania 3 right now. That's right, that's Dracula's curse. God, I would give anything to to watch somebody who's never played Metal Gear Solid 2 fucking suck at Metal Gear Solid 2 right now. It's that simple. You don't have enough resources to do this. Cool. That's cool. My reaction to that is MRW, that's cool. My reaction when the Papa Dough hits my account. Now we're talking. I don't want to brag. I know it's hard to talk about this kind of stuff in the modern day climate. I did get some fucking Papa Dough this weekend. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. And then I posted the screenshot in the Discord and I said, my reaction when the Papa Dough hits my wallet. Ooh. What is Papa Dough? Papa Dough is the cash back you get when you buy Papa John's on the Papa John's website. Have you ever met NL IRL? You talking to me? I meet him 5 times a week, man. Around 8:59 a.m. 8:59 is insane cope. Kronos, you didn't get the joke. I'm saying that I meet the character known as Northern Lion 1 minute before the stream starts. I'm not saying the stream starts. You're on the first order bit. I'm saying I become possessed by the spirit of Northern Lion right before the stream starts. This is why we gotta get you guys off a live stream fail, man. You think everything is like meta comment. Let's try this one out. You think everything is meta commentary like about the stream. Most of it's just it's about life, man. Like I think it's fucking real for Jordan to complain about the Home Depot website saying that the shit is in store, but then in the store it's not in store, so he goes and talks to a clerk, and then the clerk goes, yeah, we have it, but we can't give it to you. The only way you can get it is by buying it online and then doing in-store pickup. And then he says, well, how long will that take? And they say it's usually ready in about an hour or two, and then you gotta be like, but I'm here right now. That's the type of shit we should be talking about, man. Or we should be talking about how I wanted to get lunch on Friday, but I couldn't get lunch at the spot I wanted to get lunch at because the BC General Employees Union is on strike, so all the strikers drove their car into the parking lot and clogged up all the parking spots, and I said, that's good, that's solidarity, but I'm very hungry. And then I said, what's the closest restaurant? And my phone went, McDonald's, and I said, that's on the BDS list! It's so hard to eat lunch when you're woke, man. There's either no parking because the workers are striking, or that you're going to a restaurant that's on the BDS list. You should try being me. I'm woke and I have allergies. Damn, that's real. I was talking about it with Kate. Kids these days, and I'm not saying that it's bad. Kids these days have a lot of dietary restrictions. I hate when people, and even like Mike Birbiglia did a joke like this once, and I was like, rare Mike Birbiglia L, that he was like eating peanuts on an airplane, and the lady next to him was like, I'm allergic to peanuts, and he was like, well, that sucks for you. I'll stop eating the food that kills you if I'm sitting next to you. I'll be hungry for a couple of hours. I can live with that. So I think it's probably good that we have a better awareness of like allergies and stuff like that. But it got me thinking of like what the actual worst food allergy to have would be. And here's, I might be wrong because I don't have any serious food allergies at least. I was thinking it's eggs, man. Because at least like, obviously peanuts, the allergy can be really serious. But eggs are like hidden. With peanuts, not always, but I think oftentimes you would be like, oh, there must be peanuts in this thing. I'm not gonna eat it. But with eggs, you have to like you have to roll the dice, right? Because eggs are hidden in so many things. Gotta be gluten? I was talking about like real ones though, like real allergies. Boo, boo. I'm joking. Bro, it's a real thing. Yeah, I know. And you probably have it, but not all of you. And that's okay, you can still eat like that if you want. It's all good either way. It's no skin off my scrub. I'll make you a low gluten pho from the noodle hole or whatever. I'm dead. Gluten because it makes you annoying. Blind Salamander, I'm coming around on Blind Salamander. I don't think it makes you annoying. It's a great bit to be annoyed by someone's health concern. I mean, are you a millennial? Can I ask you something? You've got Pajiba comment vibes here. I'd love to watch this week's episode of Saturday Night Live, but I've spent all day in bed because of the news lately. Yeah, I'm not going to be playing Escape from Duck-Off, and I'll tell you why. Dan played it and then said, I played it so you don't have to. He literally hit me with the Nostalgia Critic review of it. Then I looked on Steam, and the reviews are like overwhelmingly positive, which is interesting. But I still just don't see myself playing a game called Escape from Duck-Off. He played for 2 minutes and that stopped. All right, that's funny. Yeah, it's gotta be Magic Pussy 3. Ghibli, I don't even know if you're still here. I know we were talking about we were gonna do a Magic Pussy 3 blind playthrough. I don't think we can do it, man, because it's a prequel. I think we gotta start with Magic Pussy like 1 and 2 in order to understand the references they're doing in Magic Pussy 3. There's also a great review of Magic Pussy 3 that said, I got sad that there's no girls like this in real life, so then I played the game again. And also, can I say, very funny thing to be sad about? I'm so old. You don't look so hot. Are you feeling okay? No, I'm sad, bro. I'm sad. Oh, what are you sad about? There's no big-titted witches in my area that as soon as I meet them, I don't even like talk to them or whatever. They just grab and start yanking on my penis. I'm sad because that doesn't exist. Melancholy gooner. Bro, you're in a world of hurt. You're already dead. This is the easiest game ever made. Queue up was fun for 20 minutes. I don't think we're gonna load up for an hour. I can't sustain the bit of being pogged up for an hour, to be honest with you, over that. What I could do, I could get some demos going for Steam Next Fest, though. It's still going for like one more day, right? Nope, it's over. Check out the most played demos from this. Half Sword. Are they ever going to come out with Half Sword, or are they just going to keep farming wishlists for Steam Next Fest? The game has been in early access / like prelude demo mode for 6 years or something. The Cube, Save Us, Misery. It's cool that some of the Steam Next Fest stuff is now actually like AAA or III stuff. III? Yeah, like Supergiant or something like that. Indie, but like, it's good to have a delineation between a quote-unquote indie game that has like tons of money and 75 staff at the studio versus like one dude in his storage locker or something. Although a lot of people will just take it as more fodder for argument. But I don't know. Is it about the money or the effort? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't work in the business. I'm just a leech siphoning whatever glucose I can get out of the blood. Isn't that double A? Ghibli, are you seeing what you got to go through on this website when you start talking about video games? Everybody wants to Ben Shapiro, come to a consensus definition of the terms before we're arguing. We're not arguing. You can't. Thank you for saying you can't have shit. Semantics when vibes are the play. That's the type of shit I'd be saying, man. I don't know. Vibes is a trend that stuck, much like sushi. You can win any argument just by saying, I don't know, they have bad vibes. Floorball League 2010. I think I might have to pick this up. The first official floorball game is back. How can it be back if it's the first, man? Oh, because it's icy. It's 15 years old. Holy cow. It's a reboot. Floorball League 2010. I'll view my card on that one. Yeah, sure. Put my whole address up on Steam when I want to buy a game for $13. Good idea. Postal code and everything, man. That's fucking insane that they would do that. Would you have to move? I don't know. I'd at least get a sign. I'd get a sign or something that says, like, beware of dog. Something like that. Or protected by TELUS. Protected by TELUS home security. Oh, I should just get a sign that says he doesn't live here anymore. That's so true. He doesn't live here anymore. He lives, and then point them to like my enemy's house. He lives over here now. Oh shit, that could be good, man. Not a bad idea. Oh shit. Damn. They don't have this floorball? Okay, it's really loud. Oh, shit. Give me a... Why am I playing a 15-year-old game? It doesn't recognize my controller. It's a damn disaster. Okay, load it back up here. Guys, nothing works. Nothing works on my computer right now. Oh, wait. Okay, hang on. Settings. Visual set, controller settings, gamepad style, classic controls, create profile, controller type, gamepad, name, gamepad, proceed. Oh, what the fuck is this, man? We gotta leave the 2010s in the 2010s. I'm sorry, chat. It's not recognizing my controller. I'm not gonna play Floorball 2010 without a controller. It's loading. I don't know why. I mean, it hasn't picked up on the screen yet. It's been loading for 5 minutes, even though I have a computer that NASA would have used 15 years ago. All right, ready, y'all? The hell is it saying? I got no mouse pointer. I know you can't see. It's a fucking disaster. It's a fucking disaster, man. I can't change any of the settings in the match. Oh my god, nothing works. Close the game. I'm sorry I did that to you. How do you do a refund request on Steam? This is insane. All this because Chibli had to say Magic Pussy 3, man. He couldn't have just come up with an incredible suggestion. He could have saved my life. Instead, he went, you should play Magic Pussy 3. And now look at us. Agree? Okay, Chibli, let's see. Can you play this game? To play the thrilling action game, you must agree to all 12 terms and conditions. I see what it is. I see what they're doing here. Sounds like slop. Honestly, it's kind of what I'm looking for. I have a theory about this website. If you're stupid, don't listen. If you're smart, pay attention, okay? Slop games make for not slop streams. Because the game not requiring any form of concentration is what leads to the brain opening up and making the content better. Games that aren't slop make for slop streams. Because the whole time you're watching the streamer, they just do this. Oh, and then, I can get 75 extra basis points of attack speed if I... Okay, and then blah, blah, blah. Like, that's, to me, that's Subway Surfers. That's like sensory videos for babies. So the more baby the game, the more intellectual the content. And the less baby the game, the less intellectual the content. I know it's crazy to say, man. It's crazy to say, but I think it's true. It seems like a phenomenon unique to your audience. My favorite scientist, Dr. Seems Like. He recently published a rebuttal to the Coke Zero study that said it causes tau proteins to entangle in your brain. Dr. Seems Like and Dr. Common Sense recently co-authored a rebuttal to that study. Demo version, you can only play part of the terms of service. So this game is, the game is a subversion of game tech. Instead of playing a game, you have to fulfill the terms and conditions to play the game. You can play the game if you agree to all this. So there's 12 things we have to agree to, okay? User attitudes. User attitudes must devote themselves wholeheartedly to the game. If a user forgets the original purpose of enjoying the game, they will lose their eligibility to use the game. A lot of you guys could honestly use that. I think most of you are playing games out there to like be mad for some reason. I agree. Okay, there's one. Considerations for the developers. Users will admire the dedication of the developers too. Okay, oh, my bad, y'all. You must agree to the terms of use to play the game. Okay. Oh my god, you gotta start from the beginning again. Okay, I agree. What? Okay. I have to grab agree. And then do me a favor. Land right there. That looks perfect to a fella like me. Ha 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 ha. They've done it again, man. Okay, you gotta wait for it to stop rotating so much. And then... Oops. Here we go again, bro. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. Okay. Release, and then head back down. This third time's a charm. Run it back. We make those. Don't drop the disagree. Don't even disagree. Oh, I failed the timer, bro. Okay, this is easy. Oh, okay. I know what I can do here. I can just wait for it to pop up. I'll wait for green to pop up right here. Are you trolling me? Oh, okay, there we go. There's two. Disagree, disagree. I click disagree. We go again. Agree. Maybe agree is on the right, not on the left. This is easy. Oh. We tag those. Kovacs aim trainer. Oh, shit! Okay, start. Oh, you can't do that. I only got 49 seconds. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a fucking second. Obviously, you have to drop this shit first, and then put it back. And then drop... No, wait. Then drop this, but don't drop... Oh, fuck. That might work. We take those. Okay. Excuse me, agree is on the right, bro! Okay, I thought I had it figured out. I agree. The point of the game is don't get mad. Do I really have to close them all? At least it's not the crane game. People were saying I'm ass at the crane game. Have you considered that losing the crane game is actually ideal? Because if you win, you still lost the money, but now you have to babysit like a piece of plastic garbage that costs less than the amount that it actually cost you to play the crane game one time. Okay, something like this. Run it back. No, because I want the garbage, but it's garbage. I was literally like, okay, now that I did it, how do I click the button? Skeet shooting. New record. What kind of crane games are you playing? Brother, what kind of crane games are you playing? It'll be like a Lafufu plush or something like that. It can't be done. One thing's for sure, you have to fall. It can't be done. You've already failed? No shot, bro. Just... I'll disagree then. I'll disagree. Alright, rub me back. I think for that one I may be the ad guy. I've never played... Oh, you fucker! I've never played a game like that. Yeah, Matt, it would be so swag if there was an amazing... Right. It would be so swag if there was an amazing game underneath this game. Like, after you thought that the game was a game, then you realize that the game is actually the terms and conditions. That one stings. That one stings. But actually, imagine... You're so real for that. Imagine if Balatro 2 was under this, man. And it was made by Derek. What the fuck? Oh, shit. Oh, I've never been prouder of myself than coming to the solution there. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Oh, shit. You thought Ball X Pit was over? The real question is, what do we do when we get it, man? Are you serious? Just click it. Saved. Oh, you saved my life. I was about to hit disagree. Yeah? Yeah, I agree. I'll take this one. I'll take this one. Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, my God. Yunk. Yunk, yunk. 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 It's the far left. It's the far left. Yeah. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Are you? You have to be trolling, man. That's insane. That's madness. Okay, this is what it's all about. No fucking around. No more fucking around. Guys, I was fucking around. Awesome. Great. Click it fast. Oh! Okay. Okay, I got it. First, you need to pull this out so it drops the naval mines. Then you need to pull this out so it doesn't... Okay, you gotta push this up. And then pull this out so it pushes on the agree. Awesome. Wait, it's going. It's going. It's actually gonna make it. At least one part of the button will be clickable. Huge. You know what I hate, by the way, while we get a chance for some banter? Don't you hate when you go to a restaurant's website and you click on the tab that says menu and all of a sudden your phone is downloading a PDF? Restaurants, stop doing this. Sorry, I'm speaking truth to power in the modern times. You need to ask consent to download a PDF, bro. I hate when you click on something and it downloads something to my phone. I could be downloading a virus just because I thought it was a menu, but all of a sudden I'm downloading a PDF. I might be on data too. That shit could be like 500 megs, bro. Chill. Malware classic. Real talk, if you just put up imagine you got stickers made of a QR code that navigates your browser, if you scan it, to a file that is malware, how many people do you think you would get that would just be like, oh, QR code, beep. So many. Every once in a while, I'm stopped at a stoplight in Vancouver. I don't remember which one it is. I think it might be like Clark and Kingsway or something like that. Like Clark and Kingsway. There's a sticker with a QR code, and I think the QR code says free money, like above it. I wonder how many people they're getting with the QR code that says free money. You should scan it. All right, librarian, give me your phone. This is what it was like to browse the internet in '99. I mean, like, it was better, but parts of it were worse. Always go use your mom's work computer. There'd be like 6, maybe 7 adware toolbars. Oh, this fucker again. Yunka. Yanka, yanka, yanka. Yanka, 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 yanka. Yanka. It's this one. Don't fuck me. Don't fuck me on this one. I didn't go that far. Oh god, we got it. Okay. Holy shit, okay. 5 more. Lock in. We've at this point we've done them all, right? This. Yes! That's the hardest one. Okay. The hell is this? Don't move. I'm gonna actually, I don't get mad at this shit ever. I don't want to get mad at this game, but that one, I had a feeling it was gonna fucking happen. Bro, come on. Oh no, no. No, are you serious? It's not good. Of course it's not gonna make it, man. There's no shot. Oh! I didn't think. I took my hand off the mouse. What is this shit? Ah, okay. That's what this shit is. I was waiting for the quick draw. Disagree. Disagree, 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 disagree. Disagree, 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 disagree. They want you to think you've missed it. I have not missed it. Stop saying missed it. Oh, Jesus. That was my window. I'm locking in. Oh, can I get a test on that? Can I get the footage slowed down on that one? I think that one was I was in there. I was in there. Chill. Oh my god, my fucking reflexes are so bad. They're so bad. I was like, surely one more click. One more click would be safe, of course. Oh man, okay, run it back. Oh. Just lock in. Don't get this shit moving like laterally. That might be a personal best. What the fuck is this? Shot. Okay. Oh shit, it's like one of those old arcade games. Alright, this shit is actually sick. I might be the GOAT, y'all. I might be the GOAT. You had tons of time. Low key is the hardest thing I've ever done. I'm not even fucking with you. I think I was doing a monologue in my head the entire time. And the monologue is just keep the pace. Just keep the pace. Don't even look at the bar. Don't look at, oh, you're only 2 clicks away from the end. You should rush it. I was thinking, like, in my head, I was astral projecting to a minute in the future when I had succeeded at the thing. I was like, in a minute, in a minute, you're gonna be done. In a minute, you're gonna be done. That was my window. Huh? What? What the fuck? What are you gonna do? Good question. We gotta fill in the button? I'm not totally sure what's going on here, if I'm being real with you. Please? Oh shit. Tetris the whole thing? Genuinely embarrassing? What happened, man? Reveal the button? I thought my Tetris was pretty good. Click on agree. No, I gotta run it back tomorrow. You gotta save some content for tomorrow. Can you order me a 1,000,000 sub plaque? I want it in my office too. Ghibli, I guess it's not the most embarrassing thing. The crazy thing is, there was such a gulf between the time period at which I got the 100K one, which looks like a fucked up belt buckle, and the 1,000,000 one, which actually looks like some shit that like Dr. Dre would display in his house, that the level of quality increased like 100-fold, which is insane. Like the company came up in a big way. Most people, you ever watch like a YouTuber do a house tour? They're like, yeah, this is my 100K. A month later, I got my 1,000,000. So they look basically the same. And then this one's pretty cool. I got like a diamond one for 10 million. That one took a little bit longer. That took like another year. 100,000 happened in 2012, I think. 1,000,000 was fucking, I don't even remember, 2021 or something like that. The gulf between the two plaques is older than most YouTubers, which is insane. Yeah, the 100K one might have lead in it. Can I have one? No, they're priceless to me. Anyway, I'm gonna send you over to my wife's stream. I'll be back tomorrow to play more of this and maybe something else. Can't you order multiple? I'll let you know at 10 mil, but it's a ways away, man. It's a ways away. Good night, y'all. Follow the sound of my voice. I can sing a song if it makes it better. Alright, in the town where I was born, lived a man who sailed to sea. Then he told us of his life in his yellow submarine. Skies are blue and days are green. Many more of us that live next door. All we need, skies of pink and subs of yellow in our yellow shrubbery. Come on, sing it with me. I'm not moving. You're trolling me. I'm leaving.